I see so many photographers upload amazing photos to Instagram, but because of the Instagram compression, the photo looks blurry or even simply low resolution. And that's because that compression ruins high resolution photos. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what are my export settings to make sure my photos look nice and sharp and how to avoid the Instagram compression completely. And I'm going to start right now. Now, it's not your image's fault that it looks blurry or simply low resolution on Instagram. It's Instagram's compression of your high resolution photo that's actually causing the issue. Because all photos on Instagram are the same height and width, every photo needs to be basically downscaled. And it's that downscaling, that compression, that's causing the issue. So how can we basically fix this? How can we get over this hurdle? Well, the easiest way to fix it is by simply compressing it first before we upload it to Instagram. But there are a few other things that I would do to make your photo stand out on Instagram as well. The first thing I would do is to make sure we've got the right aspect ratio. Instagram has limits on how wide an image can be as well as how tall an image can be. So for it to take up the most amount of real estate on Instagram, this is what I would do. So we've got this image here. Currently it's a 3:2 aspect ratio. So what I would do is go to my crop tool, and the tallest your image can be, or the best aspect ratio it can be, is 4:5. So what I would do is go to my aspect ratio here and simply change it to 4:5. And then you might want to adjust the crop accordingly. So this is the photo now, the perfect height and the perfect width for Instagram. I would also though go to my details panel, go to where it says sharpening and increase the sharpening as well, but don't obviously go too far. I find if you slightly over sharpen the image in Lightroom, then upload it to Instagram, the image actually looks pretty good. So I would actually slightly sharpen your image a little bit too far because you do lose some of that sharpening effect when you do upload it to Instagram, simply because phone screens are a little bit smaller. So I would go in, spend a little bit of time actually sharpening the image, and then just go a little bit further than you would normally do if you're uploading this photo to your website, for example. But now comes to the kind of meat and potatoes of this export, and this is the most important step. So what I would do if you're just exporting one photo, choose your image, right click, go down to export, and then click export, and you'll open up your export window. Now you want to choose your location, so I'm simply going to go ahead and choose my desktop. Next we've got file naming. I'm going to turn that off. I'm just going to have the file name. This is the raw file that it was named. But now you've got your file settings. What you want to do is actually choose JPEG. Now inside JPEG you've got your quality. I would choose between 75 and 85, that works for most photos. But really importantly, to make sure that the colors are right, you want to make sure that your color space is sRGB. This is the standard red, green, and blue. If you'd like to know more about color space, I've got this video here, but this is the most universal color space out there, and it's kind of the color space for the internet. So to make sure the colors are consistent, sRGB is the one that I would choose. But to make sure that your photo doesn't get ruined through compression, we're going to compress it first. And to do that, you want to go to your image sizing. And you want to go ahead and click. Now in your image sizing, Instagram will only allow 1450 pixels width and height, regardless if it's landscape or portrait. So you want to make sure that your photo is basically that size. Now because my photos are slightly smaller because I have a white border, as you can see this is the type of photo that I would usually upload, mine are going to be slightly smaller. But the golden number for you is 1450 pixels by 1450 pixels. For me, because I have a white border, I'm choosing 1350 by 1350. So it doesn't matter if your photo is landscape or portrait, as long as the width and height are no larger than 1450 pixels, or in my case, 1350 pixels. And that's all that you will need. If you go ahead and export, that's it done. Now you want to make sure that however you upload it to Instagram, you're not compressing it again further. So don't send your photo via WhatsApp, don't send it via anything else other than maybe AirDrop. That's a really good one, especially if you've got a MacBook Pro, like for example myself, as well as an iPhone. But don't recompress it again through some kind of other process. Make sure that you're uploading this kind of raw JPEG, as it were. And then afterwards, you can add some more details if you want to. So for example, this is my raw photo. I go ahead and add a white border. I'm gonna add some metadata information, for example, the lens and camera that I used, and add a little bit of text, and I'm done. And as you can see, if you find this photo on my Instagram, it looks nice and sharp. So that is how you can avoid this really annoying Instagram compression by compressing it yourself in Lightroom.